One of the things we value in the Spokane Sangha is making sure everybody is known, everybody is seen, and everybody experiences a degree of belonging. One of the reasons for that is one of the negative psychological effects of substance use disorder and negative habit energy is the participation in the delusion that we are separate from one another, from the earth, from life. And so it is part of my practice and devotion to dedicate time to creating a safe space of belonging. Welcome everyone to Recovery Dharma and the Spokane Sangha. We will establish our practice this morning by beginning with a sentiment of metta, loving kindness. So I have a beautiful bowl of cards that I've painted and other people have painted and contributed. And they have sentiments of loving kindness on the back, written on the back. Oh, this one's perfect. This one was painted by Lo, who is the goddess of operations and all things technology. This one reads, "May you sweet talk yourself. May you sweet talk yourself." One of the things that Thich Nhat Hanh used to say as a preface to a lot of his mindfulness practices, particularly the mindfulness practice cultivating wise speech, was to begin a sentence with the word darling, especially when you are talking to yourself. Darling. Let's put the body into a noble posture and allow the word noble to guide you into whatever posture feels at ease and sweet and open. There are Sangha members here today who are participating while they're at work. And so they're not able to fully engage and let go. Darling, invite that to be perfect. That's how you're going to practice today. It's beautiful. Thank you for being here in that way. There are many people in our Sangha who struggle to sit still. If that's you today, darling, invite your movement to be your meditation and your practice, and invite it to be perfect, exactly as it is. There are people driving in their cars. Darling, be safe. Listen peacefully. Enjoy the view. Send out well wishes to all of the other drivers on the road today. May everyone be safe. There are friends here who are brand new to the practice and may feel uncertain, unsure, insecure. Darling, let's just breathe in and out. For the month of October in the Spokane Sangha, we have been pursuing the theme of mastery and pleasure. Today, for our focus and for our practice, we are going to breathe. That's going to be the anchor of our practice. And you know, we have Sangha members, beloved Sangha members, for whom breathing is a challenge. And it's actually not a very comfortable point, a comfortable anchor. a point of focus or an anchor. And if that's you today, darling, invite it to be perfect, invite it to be okay. And find another point of focus, another anchor that is more conducive for your body, your mind. And for those of us who want to breathe, may we breathe in such a way that we are generating gratitude for the breath and we are generating ease for anyone in the world today struggling to breathe. Today, we are going to bring into our consciousness the 5 lay precepts of the Buddhist practice and of recovery Dharma. These precepts, these vows, are here for you to consider. And I would like you to pay particular attention to any time you consider and discern and think about these vows, and the feeling of being defensive begins to arise, or a sensation of finding reasons, justifications for not following this precept arise. It's really fascinating ground to explore. So I'd like you to listen to these precepts. I'm going to repeat them many times. And I'd like you to simply have some openness and some space to allow your reactions to simply be present. Notice them without engaging them. That sounds pretty defensive. Sweet talk yourself, darling. That's pretty defensive. Darling, that's anger. Darling, that's denial, and so on. And of course, you can use whatever sweet talk feels real to you. Breathing in, breathing out. The first precept is to abstain from killing. Breathing in, breathing out. The second precept is to abstain from stealing. Breathing in, breathing out. The third precept is to abstain from sexual misconduct. Breathing in, breathing out. The fourth precept is to abstain from lying. Breathing in, breathing out. The fifth precept is to abstain from intoxicants. Breathing in, breathing out. We abstain as Buddhist practitioners from killing, from stealing, from sexual misconduct, from lying, from intoxicants. Let us broaden our understanding by using additional words to help us work toward these vows. Abstain from violence. Breathe in, breathe out. Abstain from stealing. And think of this as stealing precious time and this precious life by the false narratives we entertain, the negative habit energy we engage. We waste time. We steal away the magnificence of life. Let us work to reduce that. We abstain from sexual misconduct. This has to relate to mind, body, spirit. The way we objectify others, the way we misuse our own sensuality, the way we are transactional in our relating. Let us open to more mature ways of connecting and loving. We abstain from lying. And this includes lying to ourselves, repeating false narratives, shaming stories, stigmatizing beliefs. Part of healing from lying is developing a deep curiosity, a fearless sense of wonder, dropping the judgment, dropping the stories, opening up to, wow, would you look at that? To ease our minds and spirits to become more honest and humble and truthful, we have to be willing to examine conditions that actually aren't safe for those practices. Remember, friends, people lie because they don't feel safe to tell the truth. So may we all develop within us conditions that create environments for people to be more honest, humble, vulnerable, safe. Breathe in and out. We abstain from taking intoxicants. We abstain from anything that is going to inhibit our awakening, our awareness of the interconnectedness of all of life and our participation in it. Intoxicants that slow us down, numb us out, speed us up, create panic in the mind, distortion or confusion. This is what we're working on minimizing. Breathe in and out. Friends, one of the ways that we can add to these aspirations and precepts is to bring forward another perspective of them. A perspective of encouragement and aspiration, qualities that we can vow to cultivate. I vow and aspire to be a peacemaker. I vow and aspire to share and be generous with my time, my abundance, my presence. I vow and aspire to connect with all living beings from a place of energetic peace, affection, and love. I vow and aspire to be honest and to create a mind state and a heart state that allows other people to practice being honest and vulnerable as well. I vow and aspire to nourish my body, mind, and spirit with healthy food and drink, with medication properly prescribed by a physician, working closely to keep my body well and healthy. I vow and aspire in this practice to rest, to be kind, to meditate, and know the present moment. I wrap these vows and precepts in the glory of breath, its simplicity and its profound ability to heal, to calm, to reveal the nature of reality as it is, moment to moment. Friends, let us end our practice together by coming together in a community, breathing together. We'll breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you, friends. So good. Let's go ahead and end our practice with a dedication of merit, and we're going to do so by bringing forward a couple of mantras for peacemaking, and these align with our precepts that we take as Buddhist practitioners, as mindfulness practitioners, as people who are aspiring to becoming peacemakers in the world. And rather than beginning these mantras with the word darling or sweetheart, I love who brought forward that kind of patronizing way that we can speak to ourselves. Oh, sweetie, where you just want to vomit. This is really much more sincere, much more true. Hey, you. Make sure you feel a smile come over you. And maybe you don't have a word yet. So maybe the nonverbal cue is a hum. May I remind myself to be a peacemaker. May I step into this day with reverence and appreciation, not wasting a moment of this precious human life. May I treat this human form carrying my infinite eternal consciousness with respect and affection. May I treat other human forms with respect and affection. May I effort to create conditions conducive for honesty, vulnerability, and authenticity. May I take in the nectar of life. Be present, be true, be free. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, friends, and a beautiful weekend. We'll see you next time. Namaste.